Reis saçları kazıtır mısın? Sebep? Allah. Abi ilerledikçe yeni bölüm aç. Evet evet, gireceğim direkt. Dün o yüzden bitirmedim. Ne salak bir oda lan bu. Oha. Nasıl hiç o cihazdan yok ya? Neyse bir kere deneyeyim. Ya ben keyfe keder banlarım, o dert değil de. Ondan da bir sebep gelsin isterdim. Abi işte bilmem ne duyarlılığı falan, ne bileyim. Aa, aktifleşmedi, güzel. Abi komik olan bir şey gülünür geçilir.
Jensen, what the hell's going on out there? Broadcast frequencies are going haywire.
Malik, is that you? Where are you?
Coming into visual range of Singapore now. Been in the air since Pritchard first pinged you.
Good timing. I'm heading for a hangar bay to open the roof. I'll need an emergency extraction.
Roger that. I'm on my way. Hey, Jensen! Looks like you could use some help!
Lan niye öldürüyor
I see the
millet?
scientist, Jensen. I'm landing nearby. And I think Dr. Reed wants to speak to you. Hang on.
Aa, kaçırdık hepsini.
Hello? Adam? We're all fine, but you have to get to Panchaea and stop Hugh.
You and I aren't done with this, Megan.
I know how it looks, but you have to stop the broadcast. I think it's causing the new biochips to overstimulate the vagus nerve, creating terrifying hallucinations.
You mean it's driving augmented people insane?
Yes, and it's up to you to stop it. Use the Leo shuttle. It will take you to Panchaea. Good luck, Adam.
Bunlar silah yokmuş ki zaten. Öldürmüş herkesi. Oyunda krediye harcayacak bir bok yok. Hala kredi çıkıyor. DLC bitti. Son boss da bitti herhalde. Yani şu anda boss çıkmayacaksa karşıma. Eğer.
Automated systems online. Darrow sequence 1, code 1, 1A, preset and ready to engage. Suborbital trajectory plotted. Destination Panchaea. Begin countdown, Mr. Darrow.
Begin countdown.
Code 000. Confirm 0. Countdown commencing.
Bir de füze atalım.
Stand by for liftoff. Electrodynamic launch assist.
Ülke dünyayı terk ediyor. Ortalığın boku çıktı. Güzel yapmışlar bunu.
Beginning descent.
Geldik yine buraya. Yansın. Maliye Bakanı gibi mevzuya noktayı koyduk.
Jensen, can you read me?
Barely. I've reached Panchea, Pritchard. Any word from Sarah for the UN delegates?
Nothing. The installation went into lockdown shortly after Darrow gave his speech. I can't tell if anyone's even alive. And the signal's still broadcasting.
Meaning no one's safe till I get in there and shut it down.
You'll have to disengage the lockdown first. Look for a master control panel at the top of the tower.
Oluyor abi. Nasıl tuğ evi lan? Ha, enerji bitti. Basınca direkt öleceğim. Direkt ölmüyormuş. Oh, güzel oldu bu. Oyunun en güzel silahı bu. Arkadakini al gel. Geriden al. Ne diyorsunuz da? Yukarı çıkacağım da sanki başka bir şeyler daha varmış gibi düşündüm, yokmuş. Fazla sessiz buralar. Tedirgin edici. İlginç.
Pritchard, Panchea's broadcast center is at the base of the station near the bottom of the ocean. Is that right?
But the lockdown caused all the blast doors to seal. You won't be able to go down until you override them manually.
From up in the tower. I got it.
Bilmiyorum niye kimse yok. Ha, şeyden augmentli herkes kudurdu ya. Herkes birbirini boğdu, öldürdü. Çiplerde azgınlık belirtisi yaptılar. O yüzden yaşayan kimse kalmadı. Kalmamış. Herkes birbirini dövmüş. Buradan gelmedim. Nereye gösteriyorsun lan? Ana. Denizin ortası buzullara nasıl sistem kurmuşlar? Abla ne yapıyorsun burada? Aferin. Biri var hayatta da, o aradığımız herif herhalde. Aha.
Quiet! You shouldn't be here! Only I can be!
Sus lan. Plazma kapsül. Ne? Gerçekten adam özel inilmiş burası. Lan buradan çıkılmıyor mu? Allah Allah. gitmediniz ha.
Access granted.
Bir tane kod aldık bari. Ne yaptık? Gene aynı yere mi girdik ya? Ha, yok. Cooling system. Dur bakayım. Ah. Boşta duracağını. I see. Nereden çıkacağız ya? Gene gerizekalı gibi bir bölüme denk geldik ya. Artı 5 ekledi. Yuh.
Access granted.
Umarım değecek bir şey çıkar. Heh, hiç yoktan iyi. Ee. İyi bari.
Access granted.
Burada yanıyoruz mu ya?
I don't think you want to do that, Mr. Jensen. Disengage lockdown, and whatever demons this station contains are likely to come crashing out on us.
Afraid to die, Darrow? Or just unwilling to face what you've done?
Oh, I know what I've done, believe me. I take no pleasure in it.
And yet you still did it.
I did what had to be done. 20 years ago, I gave the world augmentation technology. I thought I was giving it a bright future, but but instead I gave it the means to destroy itself. No law, no UN regulation was going to fix that.
People are dying out there. Hundreds of thousands of people driven to the brink of insanity because of you.
I had to convince the world. Before today, people believed we should steal fire from the gods and redesign human nature. Human nature is the only thing we have that gives us a moral compass and the social skills we need to live in peace. Destroy it, and you destroy our very species.
Don't paint yourself a savior in this. What you're doing is insane.
Is it? When this is done, the Illuminati won't be able to control men and women like you as they had planned, from the inside out. No one will be able to use the technology I invented to make others into beings they desire. Something we both know has happened already.
You think you're Frankenstein? Killing his own monster?
Actually, Mr. Jensen, I prefer to think of myself as Daedalus, watching helplessly as his child crashes into the sea.
I'm ending this. Now.
You can't. The signal is being generated from the broadcast center at the base of this facility. Panchea's security system has been programmed to protect it, and will kill you before you even get close.
You designed that system, Darrow. You can tell me how to shut it down.
But I won't. You think what I'm doing is extreme. You simply don't understand. For humanity to survive beyond this century, it must abandon ill-conceived notions about transcendence and embrace change.
Aha, ikna etmeci bilmem neci şey var.
Lesson must be learned. Blood must be shed.
İyi ki social skill'i açmışım.
Humanity needs to be punished, is that it? Pain is the only thing people understand? By the time this is over, there will be no humanity left to embrace your change. The stress and horror you forced us to live through will have ripped it out of us.
I knew there would be casualties, but I thought, over time, surely
Bize bir şey
the
yapmadı.
spirit can recover.
İnsanları birbirine kırdırttı, nüfusu düşürttü. Ozymandias gibi işte. Gerçi orada gene bir felsefe var. Bunda çok yok. Teknolojisini kullandırtmamaya çalışıyormuş.
Us to see what you see. Fine. Our humanity is threatened because
Ciğerim
technology is
gidiyor.
messing with our minds. But how can we recognize this message when we're grieving over the people you forced us to leave behind? Friends and neighbors, people we care about. Is the image of their murders the vision you want us to have?
Of course it isn't. I don't want to be remembered as a monster. Why did I expect this to turn out differently? People like you,
Aha, yeşile geçti.
people who willingly surrender their humanity a piece at a time, you'll never understand. And browbeating won't get me to change my mind. You can talk and talk and talk, but in the end you'll still fail to grasp the fundamental underlying truth.
Hadi bak. Omega.
You know, I've always wondered about that leg brace of yours. Why the father of augmentation doesn't have the most basic of implants. Doesn't make much sense, really. Unless he's one of the few people genetically incompatible with this technology. Gotta love the irony in that. the kind of irony that can tear you up inside, bit by bit, every day, until you find yourself despising what you're not.
How dare you? You think I've done all this because a fluke of nature robbed me of my chance to become a part of it? I tried everything, damn you. Everything I could think of to change. None of it worked. None of it!
So you had to fix it, didn't you? Take back control, make it like it never was.
Yes! Yes, that's exactly what have I done?
Give me the codes, Darrow. Help me stop this.
You'll still be in danger. Panchea's security system, much of it is self-determining and lethal. But if you succeed, if these codes help you turn off the system and reach the broadcast center, tell the world exactly why I did it. Explain to them about the Illuminati, the biochip, Panchea. Help them understand that the technology I created will not be a future any one of us desires.
Silver Tongue aldık gene.
Richard, the lockdown's disengaged.
Ne oluyor lan?
I'm heading back to the hangar to see if those blast doors are open. Have you been able to raise anyone?
Niye bu kadar çok insan gözüküyor?
But there's too much interference. I think you're on your own, Jensen.
Careful there, Francis.
Hayda.
You almost sound like you regret that.
Oha, o ne? Ordu var orada. Ya öf. Kocam sizin yaptığınız şey ya. Robot mu bunlar acaba? Dur bakalım. Robotsa plazmayı çıkarırım da. Öbür türlü bir manası yok. O kadar şey gelmişiz. Ne yapıyorsunuz lan? Zombileşmişler. Lan. Ne bir bok zannettim. Robot zannettim. Save alsana lan. Hah.
You shouldn't be here. Only I can be here.
Nasıl çıkacağım lan oraya? Lan. Kıvanç ya. Altımıza sıçtık ha. Tam zombi değiller ya. Ama kendi bilinçleri gitmiş. Omurilikten saldırıyorlar. Oraya gitmem lazım. Ben nereye gidiyorum? Rocket launcher. Ha, bir bu eksikti zaten. Gafil avlandım bu sefer. Nasıl gideceğim ben oraya? Hayatımızda hiçbir şey değişmedi ben buraya çıkınca. Allah Allah. Buradan daha da dışarı gidiyorum. Dur bak. Ya bu krediler hiçbir boka yaramayacak ki zaten, ona üzülüyorum. Burası kaçış yolu abi. Ne yapıyorsunuz hocam? Allah Allah. Ne yapıyorsunuz acaba? Lan şuradan gidecekmişiz. Ne yapıyorsun?
You seem relatively normal, Nishvar.
All things
Ne
considered.
işi var?
You okay?
Thankfully, I was able to bear.
No. The rest of the station is still under siege. You better stay here until help comes.
Yes, of course. No damage was done to the computers. See for yourself.
Allah Allah. İyi bari, harcayacak bir şey çıktı.
I feel
This is William Taggart. If anyone out there is listening, I'm begging you, help. We've barricaded ourselves inside the core server room. Many of us are wounded. Please, save us. Please, save us.
Bunlar beni nereden görüyor ya? İnmişken de görüyorlar. Böyle olacağını bilsem şey yapardım. Breath'e verirdim. Nereye gideceğiz? Mario gibi geçtim, kafasına basıp gerçekten. Bunlar da mı sıkıntılı? Yo.
Get away! Just get away! Saw what you people did. You killed them all! You even killed Sugar!
Mr. Jensen,
Ne yapıyorsun?
how ironic that you should be the one to save us from the monsters out there.
Monsters, Taggart? You mean people. Augmented people who've lost all control, lost their reason.
Isn't that supposed to be my line? Unfortunately, it seems your esteemed Mr. Darrow decided to appropriate my point and turn it back on me. in madness and in blood. He has betrayed us all.
So you finally admit it. You are part of this after all. You have been all along.
It would be pointless to deny anything now, but despite what you think of us, we never wanted augmentations outlawed. All we've ever sought is regulation. Rules governing how the technology is developed and laws that ensure its use for the good of society.
You've raised society above humanity. So who gets to make those rules?
Men with wisdom, strength, and tenacity to know what's right. Proven leaders who distinguish themselves like you, Mr. Jensen. You've certainly earned the right to be one of us. All you have to do is take it.
I'm not looking for glory, Taggart.
Just remember that without control, there's no room for freedom, only anarchy. You were a policeman once. You know the importance of order.
I know there's a difference between order and slavery.
The biochip wasn't supposed to force people to do anything. It merely limited powers so that people couldn't go on killing sprees like the ones taking place right now.
Amazing how well that worked out.
Say what you will, but I know that some part of you agrees with me. Absolute freedom is no different than absolute chaos. Society needs boundaries if it has any hope of surviving, and you, Mr. Jensen, can be the one to give us that hope. Shut down Darrow's signal, then help me get a message out saying that an accident at VersaLife contaminated the world's neuropathy.
VersaLife?
The Illuminati is just a name to get rich financiers to invest more money. Besides, do you really think the world will believe in some 18th century conspiracy theory?
Yeah.
Do this for us, and you'll ensure a future for mankind, all of mankind, augmented or otherwise. The future Hugh Darrow offers doesn't allow for both.
Let me think about it.
Uh-huh. Allah Allah. Çok girecek gibi oluyor 20. Hiç uğraşamayacağım şimdi şunları çekmekle. Nerede bu ya? Nereye gideceğim abi ben? Ha, siktir git. Duvar da. Lan F çıkmıyor. Allah Allah, bug'a girdi oyun. Ne yapıyorsun acaba? Geldikçe geliyorlar lan. Allah Allah. Robot mu çıktı? Siktir. İlla buradan gideceğiz ya. Niye burada bir yere çıkmıyor ki? Ha yok, dönüyormuş buraya. Ha. Niye save almıyor? Allah Allah. Quick save'e bir şey oldu. Nasıl ya? Aynı yere çıktık anasını satayım. Ya o duvarı kıramayanlar için koymuşlar onu. Siktir git ya. Yok abi. Burada değil. Lan ne oluyor? Stama sokuyor bir de. Oyundaki en saçma şey ha. Bu da buradan sekiyor. Oha, aşağısı varmış. Bu kadar aşağısı değil ama. O siktir, bu ne? Bu ne oğlum? Stun'a sokuyorlar vurunca. Koskoca full level augmented herif yumrukla dövülüyor ya. Gangu bangu oldu, evet. Ne boş bölümler ya. Ya var, silahımız var da öldürmüyorum oyunun başından beri kimseyi. O yüzden şimdi öldürmeyeyim dedim. Ne yapıyorsunuz acaba? Aç şurayı, aç bir toplan bir.
Can you hear me? I've got survivors here. We've locked ourselves in a machine room. Please! Help us!
Autosave sıçtı. Basıyorum, autosave olmuyor. Bir de bir gaz eksikti anasını satayım. Lan sal. Mal mıdır ne tiplere bak. Aa, Sarif'i bulamamışım. Sikeyim Sarif. Hoş geldin. Günaydınlar efendim. İzleyici neden az? Çok bile yani bu oyunda. Save almıyor oyun ya. Aptallık yapmaya devam ediyor. Hah, düzeldi.
What the hell?
Ne olmuş? Sarif hiç elimin altına gelmedi valla. Gelse onu da çözerdik.
Communications web online. I feel cold. Drones 1 through 3 within operational parameters. I don't remember. Drone 4 disconnected. Let me go. Processing. Oh God, please help me. I'm scared. Core temperature stable. Processing.
Zhao, what are you doing?
Connecting to Panchaea's Harun project, Mr.
Geldi gene
The
pezevenk.
most advanced quantum computer slave to the human brain, and the closest to perfection we'll ever achieve. I'm going to use it to hack
No,
their
shit.
signal and rework the message to our benefit.
Our benefit? You mean the Illuminati's?
Üf, takma onları. Bir de bunun olmuş.
Someone has to override the signal and be the world's savior. And let's be honest, neither of us would trust anyone else to fill that role.
Ne giydin abi?
Computer, begin EEG sync.
Ananın ama.
Syncing beta waves at 40 cycles per second.
Sleep, please. Let me sleep.
Incompatible master slave chain detected. Alert. Unable to transfer control to Alpha Pod.
The system won't recognize my chip.
Neural systems offline. Rerouting control of the chain.
I can't control Harun.
Heh, götüm patlayacak şimdi.
132%.
Zhao, get them out of there. I have to reach the control chamber.
No! I can still control. I'm in control.
Ya niye vuruyorsun, oyun boyunca kimseyi vurmadım ben, gerizekalı.
Through the primary control panel.
Oh shit.
Alpha Pod security in place. To access Alpha Pod, purge tertiary pods.
Fazla easy değil mi?
I was going to alter the signal. Once I do, the council will welcome me with open arms. No! Protect Mother! Stay away! Stay away! That man is here. Why does he want to kill us? Kill him.
Ne oluyor abi?
Safety purge.
You have to have better
Ne oluyor lan?
keeping your head down. Mother, don't hurt anymore. Just no more pain.
Ne yapıyoruz abi?
Keep him away from us. Security measures are sufficient.
Lan bir tane cihazımız yok ya.
Once the weight of their gaze touches you, there is no escape.
Hepsini birden nasıl yapın? Ay bura tersteymiş ya ama. Ya sus be. Ne oluyor anlamıyorum ki. Ya siktir git. Ne oluyor ki? Ne yapıyoruz abi? Bu bölümü tasarlayan geri zekalı kim acaba? Bunları bir aç kapı yapıp şey mi yapacağız? Bir dakika. Salak salak tasarımlar.
Alpha pod security in place. To access Alpha pod, purge tertiary pods. Warning. Pod 2 safety purge in.
I was the one to alter the signal. Once I do, the council will welcome me with open arms. You have to have better serve keeping your head down.
Pod 1 safe.
I'll do it, Mother. Just don't hurt anymore. Just no more pain. Please keep him away from us. Security measures are sufficient.
Ne salak ya. Oğlum hackleyemem. Çok yüksek şey. Hiçbir aparatım yok.
Contamination. Pod 1 access.
You have to have better serve keeping your head down.
Ne yapıyoruz acaba?
Pod.
I'll do it, Mother. Just don't hurt anymore. Just no more pain. Please keep him away from us. Security measures are sufficient.
Yo.
Pod 2.
Once the weight of their gaze touches you, there is no escape.
Contamination warning. Pod 3.
Hydrostatic pressure rising. Can't breathe. It hurts. It hurts so much. Systems are.
Salak endgame yazmışlar ya. Neyi ya? Ne aptal bir oyun olduğunu iyice ya.
Do you see where honor and ambition lead you? To a hole miles deep in the ocean, about to meet your end. And powerless.
Look at what they've done. I don't like it here.
İmkanı yok.
Show us the light, Mother! Where is the light?
Ya bu geri zekalı herif bize vermedi mi o şeyi? Şifreyi. 2012'ymiş.
I must fight this. I must succeed.
Manual override of tertiary pods initiated. Total system purge in effect. Shutting down tertiary stations. Warning. Electrical charge subcritical and rising. Electric discharge sequence initialized.
Ya üf, boş boş artık ne yapacaklarını şaşırmışlar.
Cool, Daryl. This will not stop me, Jensen. Honey, it's compromised. No, wait. It's initiating emergency protocols. You don't know the resources they have at their disposal, Jensen. Despite your special genetics, you have been in over your head the whole time.
Bomboş.
Warning. Manual override of tertiary pods initiated. Total system purge in effect. Shutting down tertiary stations.
Where did you get that gold? From that fool, Daryl. This will not stop me, Jensen. It's happening. I'm compromised. No, wait. It's initiating emergency protocols.
Warning. Manual override of tertiary pods
Ne
initiated.
yapacağım abi, ne yapacağım?
Total system purge in effect. Shutting down tertiary stations. Warning. Electrical charge subcritical and rising. Electric discharge sequence initialized.
Where did you get that gold? From that fool, Daryl. This will not stop me, Jensen. It's happening. Honey is compromised. No, wait. It's initiating emergency protocols. You don't know the resources they have at their disposal, Jensen. Despite your special genetics, you have been in over your head the whole time. Initiate dissipation protocol.
Ne oluyor abi?
Electrical charge subcritical and rising. Halfway to discharge sequence.
Results of the diagnostics are conclusive.
Warning. Electrical charge subcritical and rising. Halfway to discharge sequence.
Şu iki bilgisayarı ekleyeceğim. 3. Onları mı ekleyeceğim?
Warning. Primary pod compromised. Secondary security measures activated. Evacuate area.
Bu mümkün değil ki. Sataydın o zaman bana öncesinde cihaz. Yarra koyun.
There are too many contingencies built into the system.
Hayır yetmez ki süre. Elektrik gelir.
Won't feel it.
Hiç hatırlamıyorum, ben daha yeni oynadım bu oyunu. Nasıl oluyor?
Warning. Primary pod station damaged.
「
Yapmam bir imkanı yok yani.
I have worked too long to stop now. You want the glory? Is that no? It is all mine.
Öyle bekleyeceğim, ölmemem lazım herhalde.
Primary pod station failure imminent. Warning. Electrical charge approaching critical level.
Ne hiç mantığı yok öyle.
Clear the area.
Götü patladı en sonunda. Siktir git. Ne oluyor lan? Dünyanın en saçma oyun finali bu. Gerçekten. Kaynak yapılırken de içine gir bak. Mal oğlu mal. Ne bileyim ne oldu. Yok anlaşılmıyor ki. The end. Bitti herhalde.
Hello, Adam. Welcome to the edge. It is not the end of the world, but you can see it from here.
Eliza? What are you doing here?
It is my job to monitor and report on the news, Adam. Before Darrow smothered everything with his signal, the whole world was tuned into this place, including me.
The broadcast. I have to stop it.
I know. Please, come closer. Do you know where we are, Adam? We are at the fulcrum point, when society lies in the balance. Hugh Darrow hoped to tip the scales one way, by telling the world everything you already know. About the biochip, the Illuminati, everything. He believed knowing the truth would convince mankind to abandon research into human enhancement technologies forever.
It would certainly give them reason to fear it.
Indeed. Darrow's confession is ready to send. If you want, I can wideband it across all media as soon as you shut down the signal. Everything you worked so hard to uncover will be exposed. But only if you deactivate the broadcast using this control. Alternatively, Darrow's message can be adjusted to erase all mention of the power group known as the Illuminati. I can report that lack of proper regulation allowed vast quantities of neuropozyne to become contaminated prior to reaching the market.
Taggart's preference. You think the world will buy a made-up story about neuropozyne poisoning?
You might be surprised by what people believe. I can convince them. And having experienced the negative effects of corporate negligence firsthand, a majority of people might force the world to place harsh restrictions on all human enhancement research. But only if you disengage the signal and activate the video edit function from here. Of course, there is another option. This passage leads to Panchaea's pressure regulation controls. Destroy them and the installation will cave in on itself, overwhelmed by the weight of the ocean pressing against it. Everyone inside the structure will die.
That's a solution?
No one will be left to tell the world what happened, Adam. Nobody will be able to spin the story.
Including me.
The choice is yours. Do you believe
Ona basarsam devam oyununda ne oluyor? 3'ü seçmek istiyorum mu? Devam oyunu nasıl bağlanıyor o zaman? Yazacağın senaryoyu skips. Bir şey olmuyor. Kanonik. Bu niye kapalı? Patlat amına koyayım ya.
First-hand experience with corporate negligence on such a grand scale may convince mankind to enact harsh restrictions on human enhancement research. Are you sure this is your choice?
Patlat ya.
So be it then.
freedom. To those who don't have it, it's more valuable than gold. But where should it start and end? We humans often think we have the right to expand, absorb, convert, or possess anything we need to reach our dreams.
Bir de yani şey vermeye çalışıyor.
Hasn't this led to conflicts with others who essentially believe the same thing? Looking back on the challenges I faced,
Diyorum ya, çok ciddiye almışlar kendilerini. O kadar ciddiye almışlar ki bu senaryo yazarken.
Most of the time, didn't I try to keep my values in mind, knowing how my actions would affect others? More often than not, I resisted the urge to abuse power and resources simply to reach my goals more swiftly. I managed to hang on to my humanity, but the temptation to ignore it was always there. It's that temptation that so worries Taggart. He's not afraid of freedom. He's afraid of the chaos that erupts when individuals have nothing but morality to constrain them. He wants us to regulate enhancement technologies because he fears all that power without limits, without guide rails to keep us from abusing it. Absolute freedom is no better than chaos. Society needs laws and regulations to protect it. So if the men and women behind Taggart need to work in the shadows, pulling strings to enable us to head in a safe direction, will supporting them be all that bad? If they're as wise as Taggart says, how bad will their leadership be? I just hope they stand by what they say.
Ben kimseyi öldürmeden oynadım bu oyunu. Hiçbir achievement, hiçbir şey. Bir tebrik, bir yazı, bir şey, hiçbir şey yok mu? Birini öldürdün galiba. O çöp kovasıyla. Oyun kere ananı sikeyim seni. Ha, özel kimseyi öldürmeden ulaştım mevzusu öyle mi açıklandı? O oturayla mı? Gears 5 şeyde var. Game Pass'te var. Outro'da birkaç şey değişiyor, başka bir numarası yok. Evet, Game Pass bedava Nitro'ya. Abi oyun bittikten sonra oyunun kaderini belirlemek ne ki yani? Bir sonraki oyunu da etkilemiyor. $30 Game Pass. Xbox'ta 45 diyebiliyorum. Bütün tesisi patlattık, biz de öldük göğe. Storyboard, manuel. Senin ben. Game Designers'a bak, gerizekalılara bak. Level art. Puh. Level Designers. Fransız kafası. Ya o zaman da oynasam aynı tepki verirdim. Ya, oturmuş bir mantık var abi bende. O level designları yapanları okutan hocayı ya. VFX'çiler iyiydi. Ya hadi. Ya yok ya, ne Ubisoft kadar işte. 10 sene sonra hala Ubisoft aynı kullanıyor mantıken. Geçeceğim diğer oyuna. Görmek istiyorum nasılmış diğeri. Diğer oyundaki atmosfer benim de ilgimi çekiyor. O yüzden asıl merak ettiğim oydu. Bunu işkence gibi oynadık zaten. High Special Thanks'inize ya. Ne o? Şu bitsin de bakabileceğim, şu an bakamıyorum. Playtest Manager. New Game Plus var abi.
I knew that IDOS has a very rich IP portfolio. I mean, their projects are just great. Their IPs are very rich. But Deus Ex 3, as the first launch title for our studio, is incredible.
If you want a great studio, you need great.
Allah belanızı versin. Ubisoft yok ya. Ubisoft'un ile karşılaştırdım. Square Enix Avrupa tarafı. De Eidos. Montreal, Kanada. Ha, şeye bakalım. Diğer finalleri mi attı? Üf, Cat Vibing'dir Levan Polk atmış ya. Ya, kategoriyi değiştirmen lazım senin. Ne oluyor lan? Lan ne oluyor? Eğer açtığımda bunu yapacaksan biz yarraydık ya. Hadi o da olsun. Lan. Lan ultra. Ha. Triple buffer lag yapar. Tam double açayım. VSync'i kapatmazsam kafayı yiyor alet. 3000 FPS'e çıkmaya çalışıyor. Ne oluyor lan, iki ekran çıktı. Ne yaptık lan biz? Çok iyi oldu bu vallahi. Side by side oynarız. VR oynuyoruz aynı. 3D mi açtı? 3D mi var oyunda? Allah belanızı versin. ...12 FPS açıldı. Ne oluyor abi? Niye böyle açıldı oyun? DirectX 12 yaptık diye mi böyle oldu acaba? Side by side. Aa. Böyle saçma bir şey varmış. Kapat şunu. Ulan salağı sen. Stereoscopic 3D. Ya niye bu kadar düşük FPS peki? Allah Allah. Kasıyor evet. Görüyorum burada. 10 FPS. Ben kendi bilgisayarımda açmadım ki zaten. Tesla var şu an bu kullandığım bilgisayarda. Yok abi böyle kasıyor yani, bu belli. Acaba DirectX 12'yi karşılamıyor mu? Laf olsun diye mi sormuşlar? Ya sikeceğim oyununuzu da yapacağınız işi de ya. Siktir et.